Saturday night, it's Double Rep with Beats by Night. And pay attention to 2K TV Interactive for some exclusive 2K TV gear for you to glow in. Oh yeah! For everyone else, remember to gear up at Swags. Sunday, Treasure Hunters is here. Scour the neighborhood, find the treasure map, and earn some scurvy rewards. Next week, we're gonna bring back the
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not. DA, it's all yours.
Even though Che's been in the league a short time, guys, he's been in the spotlight for quite a while. No surprise that the shoe companies have taken notice. They're looking to capitalize on his notoriety. Thus, he lands the big-time endorsement deal. I suppose any press is good press. Guys?
Thank you, David. I think we all knew a shoe deal would be coming his way at some point.
Well, it's the benefit of being a star in college for 4 years. You've established yourself as a household name, and Che's people are leveraging that.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Young and Carter are the big men inside. White and Levine team up in the backcourt, and it's Porter in at the small forward. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young coach.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicia's checked in for Carter. Valentine comes in for Young. The Great Ones checked in for Zach LaVine. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Capella. Daniel House comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon's checked in for Green. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
They get it again.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Chicago calls timeout. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for Satoransky. And a switch here also for Houston. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. No good from the Great One. Houston leading by 16. On the wing, Eric Gordon. with some art. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's the great one. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
And the foul called on the great one. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, guys, you look at the Rockets, they've been in the midst of a great championship window. A lot of teams have been trying to avoid going for titles against the Warriors. The Rockets have been in win-now mode, very aggressive in trying to get to the top.
Chicago making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Good on both. And ends up going with the new group. Rockets leading by 11, and so in the game for the Rockets. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3.
Yes. Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Here's the great one, guarded by Harden. Here's the great one, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, last season we saw more of the global games series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
That free throw, no good.
Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take threes as often as possible, over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application in how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range, broke their own record last year in three-point attempts.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. A 12-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin, drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Capella finds Tucker. Finds it again. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got 13 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hano Matala, who was actually Laurie's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude, David. Thanks. Here's the great one, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets leading by 12. And here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Tucker. Carter pulls it in.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Green against Levine. Passes it to the great one. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Young's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Westbrook. And he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
2 minutes, 2
Here's the great one. And Capella sends it back. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Tuesday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
That free throw good from the great one. And so he makes both from the line. 1:31 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Green, that's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's the great one, guarded by Harden. And they pick up 2. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Outside, Green. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
And with Clint Capella, it's easy to see what an important piece of this team he is.
Yeah, it really is, guys, because when he's off the floor, there's a clear difference in how his team plays. I mean, he fits in so well and gives the Rockets exactly what they need, finishing at the rim out of pick and rolls, and then a terrific rim protector as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. One second left. The shot missing. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. His work on the glass was outstanding.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
What are you doing out there, Jay? Looks like you're running in the mud.
I got nothing tonight, man.
Okay, let's go back to basics, all right? See your man, see the ball, all right? Make the right pass, take the open shot. All right, you're doing too much.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it is. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicios checked in for Wendell Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Young. The Great Ones checked in for Zach LaVine. And Satoransky subbed in for White. And that one misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
We've got Valentine. Thomas Satoransky is out there with the Great One. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Felicio in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Pass to the Great One. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. The Great One's got 7.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here is House, guarded by Porter. House dishes to Chandler. Pass to House. 5 on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Bulls have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's the Great One. He has 7. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Felicio with a rebound. Felicio's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The Great One passes to Porter. Stolen away. And it's the Rockets on the break. And here we go. And the basket by Gordon. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
From deep, McLemore, and another 3 for Houston.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Felicio with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Chicago.
4th team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Antonio Blakeney.
So it's the Rockets now. And here's... five on the floor. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's Green in at the small forward position. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Chicago. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
6 on the shot clock. Here's the great one, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside Westbrook. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Westbrook's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Westbrook double teamed, and the wide open shot from Green misses the 3.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's the great one. This one for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The three-pointer no good. The Bulls shooting around 41% on the night. Here's the great one. Frazier covering, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. Frazier outside. The pass to Clark. And stolen by Murray. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Murray with the ball. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Green. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Clark kicks to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that one, good. And that's 18 points for the Great One.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Frazier. No good with the triple. And so it's Archie Diacono with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's the Great One. Plays it up and banks it in. The Great One's got 15 points here in the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Mark, for a while now, you and I were just talking. We've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
The Rockets with another miss.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Off with the layup. Houston in total control. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hartenstein, great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Now McLemore. 1:31 left in the game. Rivers passes to Hartenstein. Picked his pocket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Here's the Great One. Frazier covering. It's deflected. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Chicago foul call. That's his
The first free throw is good.
shooting for Houston. Frazier. At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's the Great One. Frazier covering. No good from the Great One. Houston in total control. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Now here's McLemore. So we see Houston taking the W here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
I don't know what you said. Keep saying it.
All right, bro, peace.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring. Do you think that helped you become more of a leader overall?
No, I'm a leader. I don't need to lead a team in scoring to prove that. Any more questions?
That's it. Thanks, Jay.
All right.
We're good. Thanks.
What?
All right, just looking from here and see lots of shots.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, Don?
Good to see you.
You too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jay, good to see you, buddy.
You got an interview later, right?
Yep.
All right.
Jay! Hey!
What up, Levi?
This party's crazy! Hey, there's a great spread over there. There's some cupcakes that look like headphones. Highly recommend. The pulled pork sliders, I would avoid.
Right.
It's all over there. All right? Don't be shy. Come on, get out there. Everybody's looking for you. Enjoy yourself. You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right. You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.